forgot my tablet across the room. Okay, I'm back. Good morning. Happy Thursday. My name is Tara. Welcome to the Daily Nail. This is my weekday nail show. We're going to do a freehand style St. Patrick's Day manicure today. It's going to be really pretty. It's for a Manny twin with Lara, who's not going to be at the live today because her mom's coming to visit. As the live. Okay. Sorry. Just let me get set up. Usually I'm a little more prepared here than I am right now. All messages. Okay, there we go. Okay. I'm going to get going. I'm going to put a layer of peel base on. This is how I start all my manis. So I do dip powder nails. We're going to do a dip mani on this hand. I did this one yesterday. Anyway, we're going to do it on this hand. And I start with a layer of peel base. This is so I can just pop off my dip, you guys. I won't have to soak it or file it off. It's so much easier to remove, and it makes me able to do manis every day. All right, I was rushing around and I was still late. I was listening to something about the Madeline Soto case. She's that girl who just turned 13, was murdered by the mother's boyfriend. Well, he's charged with it. So all I need to do is one layer of peel base, and I'm using Luxie Nails peel base, Luxie nail. This is a good one. I think I might have bumped that one. It's only like $8 at luxienail.com, and I have a 15% discount code. It's Tara15. All right, while we wait for this to dry, I'm actually going to turn on my little fan. To do that, I'll talk about the mani a little bit and drink my coffee because I really need that. So I'm doing a mani twin with my friend Lara, and it's going to be a color block design, but we're going to do it freehand. So I'm not going to use tape or anything. And let me show you the colors. So we're going to do a nude with a green. I had a hard time picking out which green I was going to use, but this is a nice shimmer. So I'm going to use that. Both of these colors are from Hypnotic Nails. The green's Grafton Street, and it's a pretty new release. It came out this year. And then I have a light nude that pretty much goes well with my skin. I was looking for like a natural look for the nude, you know. And then we're going to do pretty much like on an angle. The nude will be up near the top, and at the bottom, we're going to do the green dip. And then on the color block line, on the line that separates the two colors, we're going to use some gold foils. It's going to look really pretty when it's done. So I'm excited to do it. It's going to be a fun one. I always like doing freehand color blocks because they don't have to be perfectly straight. There's just more leeway with it, you know. I always feel pressure when I'm doing a color block and I'm using tape and everything that my line is perfect. Hey, Tara, good morning. How are you today? And if you missed my greeting, welcome to the Daily Nail. My name is Tara. I'm here Monday through Friday, approximately 11 a.m., doing my nails. If you're into that, definitely subscribe. I love doing all different kinds of nail art. I love mani-turning with my friends who are usually always here watching and hanging out and chatting. You'll find them in the live chat. I mani-turn with Tara Nicole a lot, although it's been a hot minute, Tara, since we've done a twin. We're going to have to do one. Well, we'll be doing the Easter one, but we should do one before that. So I'm just waiting for my peel base to dry. Peel base is one of the best inventions ever, especially if you like to do your nails frequently, like more than once a week, and you don't want to soak in acetone or use an e-file to remove it. I should have waited and popped off my dip on live so you guys could see how easy it comes off, but maybe I'll do that tomorrow. I will. So if you come back tomorrow, you'll see how I pop them off and how easily it removes. And there's lots of small dip companies that make peel base. You can find peel base on Amazon as well. They have gel peel bases that you actually have to cure, and they have air dry peel bases. I've never tried a gel one. Okay. Are you, Tara? How come? Oh, speaking of shaky and unsteady, I have to take my anxiety medication. Usually I take it at like 10:30, but I was rushing around. I spent a good chunk of the morning messaging with my sister, and then 45 minutes writing out my Instagram post, going to all the like and save groups on Instagram and catching up. So I just have this fan here to dry my peel base faster. It cuts down dry time from like 6 to 8 minutes to like 3 minutes. So definitely worth it. I got this little fan for Temu and it plugs in with a USB, so that's kind of cool too. All right. Almost dry. More coffee. Are you feeling okay today, Tara? Did you see my messages in the chat? Rebel finally paid out. And I already ordered a kitchen table. I had a few in mind, but I went with like not the cheapest, but not like one that was going to cost all my money. Watching, say hi. I would love to know who's watching me, where you're from. I'm in the US. I live in New England. And it's actually going to be 65 degrees out today, which is amazing. I bet it's going to be nice where you are too, Tara, then, huh? Probably even warmer. I hope Patty shows up because I didn't talk to her like at all yesterday. Just a little bit early yesterday morning. I have so much to tell her. All right, I think my nails are dry. Yeah, we're good. So we are doing a dip powder mani using Dipnotic Nails Dips. Grafton Street is the green shimmer that we're going to be using. And the nude I picked is a shimmer too. So very pretty. When I work with small jars like this, obviously I can't get my whole nail into it. So I'm going to use cupcake liners to pour the dip into. Tara, I'm doing a mani twin with Laura. So we're doing a freehand color block. So, okay. To apply dip powder, we use dip base. You can also apply dip with gel using gel base coat. You could put the gel base coat on, pour over your dip, tap it off, cure it, brush it off, and do a couple layers that way. But I'm not going to do that. I like dip liquids, so that's what we're going with. All right. So I am going to do, am I in frame? Yeah, I'm fine. We're going to start up here, but I'm going to go on an angle near the bottom, like that. That'll be fine. So let's just pour this over and we'll see where the dip ended up. Okay, I missed over here, so we'll have to get that on the next layer. Ours has a beautiful shimmer to it. This dip doesn't have a name. It's a number. It's NN32, but I do believe it has a name, and she named them later on. I think it's called Silk Stockings. Okay. I'm going to leave it. I'm going to move through and do my other 4 fingers, and then we'll come back and do layer number 2. So I'll just say here, I'm not necessarily looking for all of my lines to be exact or anything. I don't care if they're not, because we're going to be covering up the lines with gold foil. Want to do this mani with us, Tara? Or you're not feeling up to it? We're posting tomorrow. Come on, it's like a little piece in there. Have to get it with a file. See that right there? Okay. I'm going to keep going. He had 10 or more images of a child performing something they shouldn't know anything about. So that's all right. Pour over. And I don't know if any of those include videos, and they're just all the dates. Dip dries super fast too, especially the first layer. But it really does. You can dip your nail and then clean up around your cuticles, and it's pretty much ready to brush off. I want more green on that. I don't really like that. I'm actually going to scrape some of it off if I can, a little bit. Okay. All right. I don't know if it's because too many people are trying to hit this thing right now. I've tried on Safari, I'm trying on Chrome. You go into the case and it lets you first click on the green part where you're supposed to put it in the viewer, and then you click on the little eyeball thing, and that's how it brings up the PDF and lets you download it. So see, this mani, you can really you could do less nude on the nail if you wanted. You could do more and just do a little strip of green. It's all, you can be creative with this kind of mani, which is what I like about it. Lara's already done her mani and I've seen it, so I'm trying to match it as closely as I can here. And I think this is how hers was. Okay. This is called a precision tool. It's just used for cuticle cleanup. And if you don't have one, no biggie. You can use a cuticle stick, toothpick, something like that. Okay. So now we're going to do our second layer of nude. And these are fine. They're obviously not perfect, but I don't want them to be perfect. Hey, Michelle. Almost 80 there. All right, yeah, it's just a freehand color block with nude and green and gold foils on the color block line. How are you, Michelle? I'm going to pour this dip back in. I missed the whole side over here. I'm doing a Manny twin right now with Laura and maybe Tara. If you want to do it, you're more than welcome to join in, but I know you're behind. So for the second layer, I'm going to do my best to try and stay on the same line so the nude stays in the same spot. Hey. I wonder if Patty's going home today. I wonder. I haven't talked to her at all today, and I only talked to her yesterday morning. Like all that stuff I sent in the group chat, I gotta tell her. I'm gonna try and make that line a little smoother, but it's still on an angle, so we'll see how it looks. So, Michelle, I'm using, this is labeled as NN32. I think it ended up being called Silk Stockings and Grafton Street from Dipnotic. That's what I decided to go with for my colors. Okay. I wonder if I should do another one then for tomorrow. Maybe, huh? I loved my orange one. That's like my favorite manu I've done in a while. I just took it off this morning. I was sad to. Okay. All right. What are you guys up to today? Tara just said it's going to be 80 where she is. It's going to be 65 here. So that's why I'm like, I'll walk to the post office in 65-degree weather. Oh my God, there's a hair in this. I swear it looked like a guinea pig hair. All right. I wonder if my sister's here. She said she was going to come, but if she is, she didn't say anything. Michelle, do you want to do an Easter twin with us this year? We did one last year. You were there, right? You did it, right? Like all of us, all the dip goddesses. We'll just like pick a Manny and we'll all do the same Manny and then post it on Easter. That's fine. All right, I'm gonna have to lay in here. Forgot to pour the dip back. All right, let's brush these off. I love doing these kind of manis. Okay. So this one's like got a little wave. This one has a weird thing. This one's kind of straight. This one goes all the way. They're all different, but I wanted them to look like that. That's the fun part of doing this type of mani. Oh, awesome. Oh, I must not have seen it, Michelle. I'm sorry. Sometimes not all the messages come through for me. It's weird. Not just in that chat, in a bunch of chats. Thank you so much, though, for the well wishes. Yeah, I got to see her yesterday for a little while. We got there at like, I don't know, 5 maybe, and we stayed till like 7:30. So it was nice. And Fran and I went out yesterday. That's why I didn't do my live. We went to Burlington Co-Factory and we got her like a nice pair of soft, juicy couture pajamas and a nice pair of slippers, shampoo and conditioner, a regular toothbrush, toothpaste, body wash, a body poof, lotion. I got her 2 vapes, like disposable ones. What else did we get her? Oh, a planner for her appointments, plus a notebook to take notes, pens, some snacks and candy and stuff, a bunch of stuff. So I was so happy. Like she was so excited, and plus, my friend Jamie went with me, who she's been a lives, and her and Michelle hadn't talked in like a bunch of years. So it was the first time they talked. So I felt like I had a small part in that reunion, and if anything, it's just going to give Michelle more strength. She knows she has that support behind her too. Okay, so let's go to Grafton Street now. Such a pretty green. So this is a green shimmer. I almost want to use, the fall shimmers, but that has like orangey in it. Although, no, I think it has gold. Or is it red? I forget what color glitters is in that green. I'll just stick with Grafton Street. Okay, so now that I have the nude on, this next part is pretty easy. We're just going to put base where there isn't any dip. And we're going to do 2 layers again. So I'm just going to pour it over the bottom part of the nail here. Yep. We just pray that green doesn't stain the nude. Let's do this one. We should be able to get through this pretty quickly. Definitely want to get this green off the side here. I missed getting it off there. Okay. It was, yeah, Frank came and picked me up and, yeah, we went there and then she brought me back and then Jamie came and, picked me up and Dominic wanted to go too. So he went too with us. But she was wearing a hospital Johnny, you know what I mean? And like, so just to have a comfy pair of clothes, you know, jammies to put on. And she's going to be there at least till Monday or Tuesday, so. Okay. All right, this one is going to be a little difficult getting all the way up here, but I'm just turning the brush on its side, you know, because it's thinner there, so it's easier to get in the tighter, smaller spots. All right. Hey, I wonder where Janet's been. She hasn't been around really the last. I mean, she posted, but she hasn't been here or in the group chat. You working today, Michelle? You working yet? Are you at work yet? Trying to think. It's what time do you open? 9:30. Your time, I mean. Obviously. Okay. There we go. All right, so now we can brush off the first layer of green. We are going to do our second layer. Okay. All right. I'm going to pour this back into the jar and pour over. The reason I don't want to lay flat into the powder is because I don't want this nude to pick up any more green pigment than it already does just by me pouring over. If I lay flat, it's going to get on this part of the nail. Oh, okay. 10 to 6. Tara, you see this design now? Okay. That looks good. Okay. I ended up with a little base on my skin. Let me just take that off first. Okay. Oh, 6:30, huh? Hey, Brandis. Oh, awesome, Tara. Yay. I'm doing a Manny twin with Lara and Tara. Lara, Tara, and Tara. If you want to join us, Brandis, just a freehand color block with nude and green and separated with gold foils. Trying to keep my finger pointed down so none of this green goes on my nude. Get that off of there. Go. Yeah, my sister said she was gonna come. Oh. I know, I was just saying, I did one the other day, but now I'm thinking maybe I should do one for the release tomorrow. Shoot, I just bumped that. Okay. Next. Pour this back in because I still gotta do my thumb. Oh, that's cool. Do you get along good with him, Michelle? Maybe he'll take Ian with him when he leaves. All right. I gotta say, in my head, I thought I would end up with more green on my nails, but it still looks cute. Okay. So let's put away the green dip. We're all done with that. Brush off again. So you can see, here, right, we got a little wave bump there that looks kind of wonky. But when we cover with gold foils, I mean, you can cover all those imperfections. These ones, I'm probably going to follow the wave with the foils because I like that. But like this one, though, I'm just showing you, you can totally like screw up on it and you'll be fine. Do I need to come down? Can you guys even see what I'm talking about? I'm so far away, for God's sake. So, now can you see better? Yeah. Your hands are still suffering? Are you talking about the foiled? Are you talking about foiled, Brandis? All right. So now that we have our color applied, the next thing is actually, I was going to say to encapsulate, but no, we're going to do the foils and then encapsulate. There's multiple ways you can do it, and I've done it multiple ways. I have encapsulated, file buffed, shaped and everything, and then put the foils on, and then top coated with gel. But today, just to try and get the smoothest possible layers, I'm going to put the foils on first, and then we'll encapsulate with clear. Okay. A little bit of these foils goes a long, long way, you guys. Like, this is way more than we're going to need. So pretty much I'm just going to try and break them up into smaller pieces real quick. They're delicate, they break easily, so it's usually not too hard to do. Depending on what tools you're using. I don't know if a precision tool is the best item to use. Maybe tweezers and scissors? There we go, that's better. Okay. That's good. So I'm going to use dip base. Oh, good. Oh, awesome, Brandis. What a huge relief. Oh, he did? He told you that last night, Michelle? I'm reading comments backwards. That's right, Brandis. I forgot about Painted Desert. Sorry. Did you see my message in Dip Goddesses? Because it's going to be 65 degrees. When Dominic gets home, I'm going to have him, well, see if he wants to go with me. If he doesn't, I'll go by myself. But I'm going to walk to the post office and mail your packages. So I promise they're going out today, and I'll give you tracking number too, okay? So see, I'm just going to place these gold foils, and you can put as many or as little as you want. I just kind of want to make sure my line is covered I think that looks kind of cute, right? So let's do the same thing on the next one. And I'm just putting my brush on its side because I don't need a thick glop of dip base. I just need a thin line of it. There we go. And you can be completely artistic with this too. If you want to have thick gold lines, if you want to, I don't know, try and do some kind of pattern or design with them, have fun with them, you know. It's like my base is starting to dry. Yeah, it dried. I gotta put a little more base on. See how it's looking. Cute. Like that. Cute, cute. Yes, Janet, I was just saying, you know, you haven't been around in a while. I was missing you, Janet. Well, Revel paid out today, and I did good in February, so I have the money now to send the packages. So I'd rather do it when I have the money. So as soon as, well, when my live's over, depending if I have time to go to the post office before Dominic gets home at 2, I'll go. But I'll walk first. But if not, I'll wait for him to get home and see if he wants to go with me. But either way, I'm going to the post office today to send Janet's, Brandis's, and Patty's bracelets out. Okay, so and you guys will have tracking and everything too. So you'll definitely have them next week. Janet, did you see the whole thing about your bracelets? How Nick never even shipped them? All right, next now, right? I bought a new kitchen table today off of Amazon, you guys. It's gray, like I wanted. Is it gray? It might be black. I might have went with the black one. I forgot. I think I got the gray one. I also ordered a new bed frame with headboard and footboard for us, for Nick and I. We need a new mattress too, but you know, all things in time. I'm proud of myself that I've made enough money and commissions to have been able to do that. I've never bought myself a new bed frame. I've never even, well, we did buy a dining room set when we got our first apartment, but we've always gotten like used things or like hand-me-down furniture, you know. Now we have a new living room set, we're gonna have a new kitchen set, a new bed. I'm just like, oh, I'm sorry, Janet. Oh, okay, you did say. Did you see the good news about my sister? All right, so we're going to take these gold foils and start hand placing them on this line here. And they're really easy to, well, pretty easy to work with. I say that as this one's like stuck. I'll use the sloped end of my cuticle stick to kind of press those foils down flat. Like that. I have a little bit of gold foil stuck at the top of my cuticle stick. I just want to make sure it's all off so I don't accidentally leave any of it anywhere. Okay, cute, cute, cute. I want to make that a little thicker. I might need to thicken that one up too. I got a couple spots that are thicker and thinner in areas. Okay. Just put this down here. There we go. Definitely a fun Manny to do. Okay. There we go. Okay, that looks cute. Might put a little more foil on that. It's like just a tiny bit thinner than my other nails. The foil on my other nails. Okay. I think that looks better. All right, that's good enough. Okay. I'm just going to go through now. I'll put away my foils, and then we'll go through, put a layer of clear acrylic, clear dip powder on top of these nails to protect our foils and protect our color. Yeah, exactly. Not in the brain. Her brain scan was clear. She still has to have a PET scan, which is a scan of the whole body. But this type of cancer typically goes to the brain first. And the doctor's hopeful because it's not in her brain that it hasn't spread. She starts radiation at 1 today. So hopefully, if it hasn't spread, she might only need radiation. So I feel better, but I'll feel even more better once we get the results of the PET scan. Janet, did you see that I went to the hospital last night? Dominic and our friend Jamie. We went to see her in Providence. It was awesome seeing her. I hadn't seen her in a while. And we hadn't really been that close lately or even necessarily getting along that great, but you'd never know it anymore, you know what I mean? When crises happen, you push all that aside, right? None of that seems to matter anymore. None of that is important. So we're still using dip base. That's what you use to apply all your color and your clear. So any dip that you're applying, you want to put a layer of base down first. And then the cool thing is we don't have to cure these in a lamp. They get cured just by putting a liquid on top of them. I can't believe she's not here. That worries me because she promised, she made it seem like she was definitely gonna be here. And I was like, oh, cool, all my friends will be there. And I knew you guys would be awesome to her. So yesterday morning, at 9:30, you guys, I started this mani. It's very glamour, triple thermal. It's actually really cool. And then I used Emily from Rebel and some stickers, but I was only able to get through activating before Fran showed up. So I'm like, oh, I'll just have to go out with them like this. And don't you know, my thumbnail chipped. So then I had to redo that. And it chipped again over here on the corner, but after pictures anyway. So I had to redo it. I didn't, and then when I went to the hospital, the mani still, maybe it was done by then. It took me all day to do it, though, is what I was getting at. That's true. Yeah, you guys are right. Yeah, probably. Yeah, she met with radiation yesterday to go over everything and get prepped and stuff. They did it to my son and they ended up doing it to her too. But when they do targeted radiation, they tattoo your body, like the outline of where they're going to the target. These? Oh, thank you. Timu. Okay, one more thumb to dip. Oh, there's a couple spots that the foil just spread. I gotta try and get it off before I dip this. Oh, not with that stick. Okay, and this one. All right, good. Oh, look, it's stuck to me. Get it off. Look how many foils I used. Oh, so many. All right, brush it off. Alrighty. I want a new wedding ring set for our anniversary. It's actually not even new. I just want a new setting to add a third ring. Like an anniversary band. So I'm working on Nick about that. Because he's going to have to start putting money away or put it on layaway or something. I wonder if I should press these down. Let me see. Yeah, maybe a little bit. Just to help flatten those foils a tiny bit. Oh yeah, no, it's not that flat. All right, that feels good. They're not bad, I'm trying to get them smoother to cut down on my filing time. That's all. Okay. Ooh, there's another gold foil up here. It's still there. The only good thing is I might have taken off the clear by picking at it, and I might be able to just file it off. We'll see. It's just this tiny piece of gold foil in the nude part of the nail. All right, so this is activator, which is what cures dip powder nails. After you put it on, just wait 2 minutes and we'll be good to file. Can't believe there's only 5 of us here. Usually there's more. I feel more comfortable talking though when there's few of us. Plus, it's hard not to offend people or to get trolls. So this is what they're looking like so far. What do you guys think? You think they look okay? They're all different, right? But I like that look. Thick gold on the thumb, but these all look pretty nice. She was asking about radiation last night, if it was gonna make her sick. And I'm like, I have, well, not firsthand because it didn't happen to me, but my 2-year-old son, had stage 4 cancer and he had to have all the treatments. Chemo, targeted radiation, total body radiation, 2 piggyback stem cell transplants, pheresis. He had it all, you know what I mean? So I told her, yeah, I said, probably not the first couple days you might be okay, but maybe by like the 3rd day or something, you're gonna be feeling it. I said, but they'll give you medicine to help with nausea and all that, Right now they have her on a cough medicine and then a painkiller, and she showed us yesterday how much blood she had coughed up. They're having her keep it like in a specimen cup. She said it was like way less than it was the day before. So that's good. I don't know if it's the cough medicine doing its job. I was always under the impression cough medicine didn't really work. Janet, when we went to see her, she was in good spirits. I think she was happy to see us because before that, the only person who had been to see her was her son, Devin. He's either 19 or 20. I think or 18. I think he just graduated last year. But, yeah, so I went up with one of her old friends that she hadn't talked to. She had like a falling out with, and they hadn't talked in years. So we went together, and Dominic came too. And like they hugged, and it was like they made up, you know what I mean? So I'm happy about that too. That like gives me a fuzzy feeling inside. Okay, so we're starting our filing here using my 100/180 grit skinny file that may be too thin for some people, but it's perfect for me. Months since the two of us had spoken. Well, months, but then I have been talking with my mother, lately, and then I reached out to her on Instagram to see if because I know she has Wi-Fi service there, and she responded to me yesterday. So we've been talking since then, and then last night I went and saw her, and then I was talking to her all morning on Facebook Messenger. She said she was going to be here. So we just want to smooth out these foils, and they feel pretty good. Do a little bit over here. And see that clear acrylic that we put over the top is protecting our foils and our color, and it looks good. So let's move on to, actually I didn't shape it though, so let's do that. Let's see. No, that's like a buffer. This is a Hypnotic Nails file. She sells these now. They're great. They work good too for getting stuff off of your skin. It's a little more gentle than the Color My World Dips 100 grit file, but it still does the job. I actually think I might like it better because it's a little more gentle on the skin, you know. See, I just go around pretty much all of my nails to get out any acrylic that might be there, or sometimes peel base ends up in the sidewall. Sometimes it's just dry skin. Okay. Janet, I'm Manny twinning with Laura and Tara on this. Manny, you want to do it with us? The St. Patrick's Day, Manny? We're going to post tomorrow. It's just nude and green, not brand specific, with gold foils. I know you do. Oh, and Janet, do you want to do the Easter collab, an Easter collab again this year? For Dip Goddesses? Okay. There we go, nice and smooth. Okay. Smooth those. Okay. On Easter. We'll post on Easter. We got to pick a design though. So if you guys see any inspo you like, send it to the group. Maybe we can do a vote. Because I think last year it was just like I was going to do an Easter Manny. And then I was like, do you guys want to do it? And I think we all just did it that way. Like, I think the design was already picked because I had decided what I was going to do. But this year, why doesn't everybody throw in a inspo picture or something, you know? And we'll decide from there or something. Britt's not here either, huh? I wonder if Patty's driving home. I'm going to have to call her. This is a 180 grit file, but it's got some bite on it. So I'm being pretty gentle if I can. Okay. Oh my God, my nail chipped. Look at that. Do I try and fix the tip, patch the tip, or do I shorten my nail? If I shorten my nail, I feel like it's going to be wicked, at least to me. I'm going to try and just cover the tip. Dip the tip again. Get most of the base off the brush. That sucks. Okay. So what happened is I was filing and I lost the dip at the free edge of my finger here. So I'm just re-dipping it. And I've done this before. And because it's such a small area, it's not going to be noticeable when it's done. I'm going to dip it again. We need it to do, you can still see the very tip. There's not much on there. Okay. Close that back up. I'm just going to like kind of, I am not going to clear cap it with a clear dip. What I'm going to do now is just go over that little area with some activator to cure it so it gets hard. I'll just leave this nail alone. We still have to file the index and the thumb, so we'll continue on and we'll come back to this now. But you won't even be able to tell I chipped it when the mayonnaise done. Come on. I know this is a thin file, guys. I like this file for my cuticles and my sidewalls, and then I switched to a thicker file. Somebody commented last week that my file was too skinny. So I like it for this part of my filing. Okay. Got to get this dip off my skin here. Gone. Any dry skin? Gone. A little smoothing. Mainly, I just want to make where the foils are smooth here. You know, these are all nice. Okay, that feels good. Yep. Okay. And we'll just file the thumbnail. smooth those foils. And depending on how smooth you want your nails, you know, but I like mine nice and smooth. All right, back to this one. I'm just going to smooth out where I replace the dip first, just kind of buff it in, or I'm using a file, so I guess I'm not technically buffing. Okay. Perfect. Much better. Oops. Clean up this mess. Yeah, I patched it. There she is. Hey, Patty. I was wondering if you were driving home. I was like, God, I have so much to tell you. But I've been so busy, I haven't had a chance. I was like, I gotta have to call her after the live. How was the drive home? I'm just using an ergo file. It's an ergonomic glass file that's great for shaping your cuticles. Patty, did you see my messages in the group chat? There's some important stuff in there. $2:15 a.m.? You left at 2:15 a.m.? Dang. Okay. This does such a good job at filing anything out of your cuticle lines, you guys. Whether it's dry skin or dip. Okay. Some dry skin. Right here too. All right. Big chunk of either clear acrylic or the gel I use to attach my jelly tubes. Stuck in the center in here. There we go, I got it. Okay. Now I'm just going to clean off my nails. I'm not going to bother buffing because of all the smoothing I've already done to them. So I'm just going to take some rubbing alcohol and spray this nail brush. We'll clean them off. Underneath too, there's always filing residue under there. Dry skin, whatever. Okay, so cute. All right, so now I am just going to reactivate the nails. See, this is a simple mani, super easy to do. So if you're going to use dip top coat, you need to use activator again right before you top coat. There we go. After you put this layer of activator on, you can wait anywhere from like a minute to 5 minutes or so. You just need to wipe off with a lint-free wipe or a paper towel or something. Wipe off the activator before going in with top coat. You'll see me do it, so you'll know what I'm talking about. This is peel base. It cracks me up how much dry skin I can find. But you won't see any of it after I put cuticle oil on. But your hands do go through a lot in a manicure. You know, there's so much filing, especially if you hand file. Okay, I am going to wipe off. Thank you. Oh, Patty, make sure you check it. I'm going to the post office this afternoon. It's going to be 65 degrees out, so I'm going to take the walk and ship out your bracelets. Oh, Revel came through, Patty. That was another thing I was going to tell you. And I ordered a new kitchen table and a new bed frame for us. Hey, I have white on my nails at the bottom now, too. What's up with that? Is that going to go away when I top coat? It seems to be kind of going away. Let me just make sure. If you just joined, this is the mani I did on yesterday's live. I'm here Monday through Friday at about 11 a.m. doing manicures. If you're into it, think about subscribing to me. Okay, so dip top coat gets 2 layers. Your first layer, that white's not going away. So you just want to keep it to a couple strokes if possible for your first layer of dip top coat, like 2 or 3. Your second layer will be, can be more detailed. You can cap your free edges, but this first layer is just kind of to get some on there. Oh yeah, that's white. Look at that. The other ones don't look so bad. And then a lot of dip top coats tell you to wait like a minute before doing your second layer, but I just like to go immediately in, and I've never had an issue doing it that way. Another way to tell is that the dip top coat will start to get like textured and a little bit wrinkly, and that means it's ready for its second layer. Now, because I do manicures every day, I don't cap my free edges, but if you want your mani to last, you would probably want to do that. And there we go. Another good thing about Tip Top Coat is it dries in 2 minutes. So these will be dry soon. I'm actually going to turn on my fan to speed up the process, but I think it looks pretty cute. I really like this mani too. This is a triple thermal from Fairy Glamour. And you can save at Fairy Glamour Nails with code Fairy Tara. These colors you can save at Hypnotic Nails with Tara 10. Is it Happy Ramadan? There wasn't a live yesterday, Patty. No, there was no live. Did I say so? Oh, I did this mani yesterday throughout the day. It took me all day. I did half of it in the morning and the other half in the evening. I don't know. This little fan makes such a huge difference. Now I know why they have them in nail salons. I swear it still seems to take forever for nail polish to dry, you know what I mean? Even when you have a fan like this in a salon. But when you have a top coat that dries in 2 minutes, yeah, it's worthwhile. Dip is better than nail polish and gel polish in so many ways, in my personal opinion, because it's more personizable. Is that a word? It's more, you can make your dips look how you want them to. When you do your own nails, if you want to do 5 different colors, a different color on each nail, you can. You're not going to pay any extra for it. You want to design, you want to match to your clothes, you want to match to a piece of jewelry, hell, you can. Can do whatever you want. I'm telling you, when I used to go to the salon and get acrylics, all they would be like, go pick a color. That's the first thing they'd say, go pick a color. And it was just these random nail polishes on a wall. And I pick a color and they do my acrylic and then they just paint all my nails that same color. You know what I mean? Always short, square, or maybe a little length, but short by nail people standards, you know. Never even occurred to me to ask for an accent now. I wouldn't have wanted to pay for it anyway, and now I don't have to. Think we're dry? Almost. Let's just wait a little, maybe 30 more seconds. This is a cute St. Patrick's Day mani too. Brandis, you gonna do the Easter collab, a Dip Goddesses Easter collab this year with us? Like last year, we did one last year, and then we all do the same mani, and then we post on Easter. So if you see any inspo that you think you'd like to do, you guys send it to the chat, and then we can vote or something. But it's definitely going to be something cute. Alrighty. We are completely dry. I'm going to use my Mediterranean Coast cuticle oil from Happy Cuticle Company. These are new releases, and you can save there with code TARA15. She makes cuticle balms too, and even fragrances for your home. This one smells incredible. I have another one that's great. It's Vanilla Blossom. You guys would love it. And then I'm going to place an order after the live. I want to get Salt and Sea. I always oil up both hands just because you should. Because why not? And if you do your nails frequently, you should be oiling them every day anyway. If you have your nails done, you should be oiling them every day. It's good, promotes nail growth, promotes healthier skin. It's a moisturizer, all of it. And your nails look a lot better after you put it on too. Like that. Now I'm going to pick out some jewelry. I think I'm going to have to do like a white sleeve or something. Let me grab it. Oh, I lost my balance. And definitely gold jewelry because we got gold in the mani, right? Not that one. Okay. These are like my two favorite rings these days, so we'll just use these. I love these cuff rings. They have them on like Shein and Temu, you guys. And if you do nail feed pictures or anything like that, I say it's a picture frame for your nails, but they're very pretty. So this is the finished mani. If you guys can, you can't see it that way, can you? Let me move back a little. There you go. So here is the finished mani using Hypnotic Nails, Grafton Street, and silk stockings, and then just some gold foils. Very simple mani to do. Your lines don't have to be perfect, you know what I mean? And you can get a little creative with something like this. So I hope you guys like the mani. If you enjoyed anything you saw, definitely hit the subscribe button, and I'll be back tomorrow around 11 a.m. to do another manicure. Hope you guys all have an awesome Thursday, and I'll talk to you tomorrow. Bye, ladies. Patty, I'll call you in a minute.